Let us understand the concept of classification systems in plants. So our objective is to understand the concept of plant classification systems. That means how they are developed. And after learning these this concept, students will be able to understand how classification systems of plants are developed, they are improved and revised over the period of time. So first thing need to be answered is what is classification? And we know that the classifications is a process where plants are grouped and these groups are arranged. Now arrangement of group is in a sequential manner. So this may be on is on the basis of origin, relationship or structural similarities. So grouping of the plants is a classification. Different types of classification systems are developed by taxonomists. And these classification differ with each other based on two factors. First factor is what kind of character or characters they are used while classifying the plants. And second factor is how many characters they are used. So based on the number and nature of characters used in grouping and arranging the group of plants, there are different systems of classification. We will use one hypothetical example to understand how classifications are improved over the period of time based on the nature of characters and number of characters used. So here I have chosen plants. Some of them are gymnosperms, some of them belongs to dicots and some of them are monocots. So this is a mixture of plants. Now the task in front of us is to uh, group these plants, okay, based on certain characters. So at the first step I will use a single character, and the nature of character is habit. So single character habit I will use to group these plants. Let us see what kind of grouping is possible. So I will make groups of plants into herbs, shrubs, trees and climbers, and see the way I have grouped these plants. Now look at the grouping. So if we concentrate only on tree, then see the assemblage of plants which are brought under tree. So I have included Ashoka, coconut, okay, cycas, Gliricidia and other trees. So this is very weird assemblage which cannot be easily accepted. Now you can think why it is not accepted. Okay, very simple answer is that how can I include coconut along with Ashoka tree? So I have included monocot with dicot. And I have also included cycas with the other gymnosperms. So gymnosperms and angiosperms are brought under one umbrella, which is not acceptable. Similarly, look at the climbers. So in climber category also, I have brought Nitum along with other climbers. Okay. So gymnosperms and angiosperms, they are grouped together, which is not acceptable. Now when I look at the relationship between the plants in one group, that is not a natural relationship. So these plants are not showing any natural affinity with each other. So I would say that this is artificial grouping of the plant. And as it is artificial grouping of the plants, I call this system of classification as artificial system of classification. I cannot use this type of classification system, although it is very easy to use, easy to prepare. Okay, then I will move ahead with the second step. And here now I don't want to use just a single character, but I want to use maximum number of characters. So I will use vegetative and floral characters. And let us see what I can do. When I use vegetative and floral characters, I can group these plants in this way. So look at the groups. Number of groups have increased compared to what I have done previously. And there is also a change in grouping. Now I have brought some other plants together. Whether it is acceptable or not, let us see some example. For example, look at this group where I have brought Cycas and Nitum together. Obviously, they are gymnosperms. So I can justify that grouping. Okay, so that is acceptable. Second is I have brought sunflower and Tridax together because they share so many characters with each other. So capitulum inflorescence is there, Gamopetalous corolla is there, Syngenesious stamens are there, Cypsela fruit, ovary is inferior. So many characters which match with each other. So that's why grouping of sunflower and Tridax together is justifiable. Similarly, I can give reason for grouping lily, wheat and coconut. All these three plants are monocots. Okay, so this type of grouping is appearing uh, uh, very natural. So plants coming under one group show natural affinity. So I can say there is a natural grouping in these plants. And this system of classification I call as a natural system of classification. So I have moved from artificial system of classification to natural system of classification. Now I want to go ahead. Now I want to arrange these groups, and for that purpose I will use evolutionary concept. So I will propose some assumptions. I will consider some assumptions, and based on some assumptions I will arrange these groups as per their evolution. So here I am bringing phylogeny concept. Okay, so I want to now reorganize these groups based on their evolutionary pattern. So this is hypothetical example. Suppose I have an assumption that gymnosperms are primitive and angiosperms are advanced. Among angiosperms, flowers with polypetalous corolla, okay, many carpels, many stamens, they are primitive, while gamopetalous corolla and carpus condition of gynoecium, okay, is advanced. So considering those assumptions, now I have reorganized these groups. So that's why Cycas and Nitum comes at the first place, while monocots, they are at the last position. So according to my assumptions, monocots are uh, adv- advanced in the evolution process. Okay, so here the important point to understand is that here I have used the concept of phylogeny. So one more feature I have taken into consideration for classifying the plants, and so this grouping is based on phylogeny, and now I call this system of classification as phylogenetic system of classification. So I have moved from artificial to natural and natural to phylogenetic. So phylogenetic systems of classifications are natural as well as they are based on the evolutionary concept. See, now I hope you have understood how systems are reformed, revised, and improved by considering more and more characters.